Greetings, 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 everyone. How are you doing today? Very, very well, I hope. This is LaShaun Adesemi Lolu, and I'm coming here today to talk about the frequency of more. The frequency of more, okay? So, we need to first know that everything in this universe that we're currently experiencing is a frequency, okay? It's not just physical, it's happening at a frequency. And so, what that really means is there's a lot of particles, there's a lot of waves, there's a lot of things going on in the invisible realm that we cannot see with our physical eyes. And so, if we are moving through life in a way where we're only thinking about the physical, then we are missing a large part of what is going on. Okay. Today, I want to share with you guys the importance of being on the frequency of more. So, 2 years ago, I played a game with myself. I was lying in front of the fireplace, barefoot with my eyes closed. I could hear the steady cackle of the fires crackling on the wood. Okay. The heat from the fire, I remember it sent this cozy feeling up my spine. You know how when you're wrapped in a blanket and you're just so warm and cozy? This was the feeling that I was experiencing. And I was in this deep state of gratitude because I was just thinking, like, wow, my babies, they're upstairs sleeping peacefully. My wonderful husband is in the office, working on a paper. I have food in my refrigerator. My clients are happy. My bills are paid. Everything is going great in my world. And I am just so happy and I'm just so grateful for it all. And I remember feeling so happy and full in that moment, like, wow, I have everything that I need. But what, I wondered, what if I could have more? Not because I need more, but just because I could. Like, what if I could have more? What would I want? I was already safe. I already had a roof above my head, good health, food in the fridge, my bills paid. I had my beautiful family. But how could the quality of my life change? What would happen if I had more? So I remember I sat up and I grabbed my journal because journaling is something that I really do to tap in the frequency of visualizing more for myself, right? And so I grabbed my journal and I had my pen to my mouth and I thought about my wildest imagination, my big dreams. If I could wave a magic wand and change my life, what would I create? And I encourage everybody watching this, like, do this activity once, but do when you're in a state of that same feeling of gratitude. Before you get out that pencil and that paper to write, what if you could have more? I want you to really get in a state of gratitude and be in the energy of already being safe, be in the energy of already feeling grateful for what you have, and then desire more. So I remember writing it down, like, okay, this is what I want. And I remember while I was doing it, I was just laughing, like, girl, this is impossible, but yeah, you funny, but then, whatever. So I wrote it down, and I thought, oh, what am I? And then I closed the paper, and I just laughed a little bit, and then I laid back, and I fell asleep right there in front of that fireplace, in front of the fire. Okay, so a crazy thing happens, okay? 3 months later, I received an incredible offer. Okay. An offer for someone to rent out one of our rental properties for 3 times the monthly rate of what we wanted. Okay. And they wanted a contract for 6 months. What? The extra money that we received for this property will be enough to cover the bills and to pay for that big dream that I wrote in my journal 3 months ago. The one that I wrote months ago on that cold night in front of the fire when I was playing in the frequency of more. I remember being in this state of awe, like, did this just happen? Did I just manifest this? Did I just create this situation to happen in my mind? And as my family and I packed and set out for the wildest 5 months abroad, I couldn't help but wonder how. How did this happen? How on earth was this happening to me? I remember writing out that dream, okay? I remember specifically saying that this dream would have to come in a way where I didn't have to take any money out of my savings. Like I didn't want to have to figure out where the money was going to come from. Like it just was going to come. It was just a fantasy, y'all. It was just one of those fantasies that you have when you're sipping too much wine and you let yourself get caught up in your imagination. But look what happens when we allow ourselves to change our energetic frequency, right? When we move from safe to more, when we dare to dream bigger. What did I do here? Okay, because as I said, things are happening on an invisible realm. What I did was I played in the quantum realm. I played in the invisible realm. Okay? I allowed myself to play in the realm of desires. I wrote it out. I visualized it. And I laughed with the universe as I closed the book. What I didn't worry about was how it was going to happen. See, a lot of us get caught up in this how stage. Like if I ask you, what do you really want? Like this is something that I ask my clients when I have a one-to-one client and we have that conversation and I say, what is it? What is it that you want? And they always get caught up in the what is realistic because in your brain you're trying to figure out how can I make this happen. So you might say, oh, I want this to happen, but you don't really want that to happen. You want this to happen, but you're caught up in it. You don't know how that could happen, so you settle for this. I didn't settle. I didn't worry about the how. You know why? Because I'm just a speck in the universe. Okay. I don't know how all these things happen. For all of my mothers out there, for all of my parents, I don't know how, when we're pregnant, we create a whole human child. I don't stop and tell my body, okay, today we're creating the lungs. Tomorrow we got to get those ears fixed. I don't know how it's all happening. I just know I get the news, I pee on a stick, whatever. I see two lines and I say, oh my God, it's happening. And then 9 months later, out pops a beautiful baby. We don't worry about the how when it's things like that. But for some reason, we have to be so special and so articulate and so intelligent in our head that we have to figure out down to the minutest detail. This is how it's going to happen. Okay, day one, I'm going to do this. Day two, I'm going to do this. And then day three is happening. And by day seven, if it's not happening the way that we think it's going to happen, then we're just ready to give up. We're just ready to walk away. We're ready to say, oh, terminate the pregnancy. This isn't going well. I forgot to tell, the lungs weren't created yet. I'm doing something wrong. No, we have to lean into surrender. We have to lean into like just not knowing, not trying to have it all figured out. It's our job to think about what it is that we desire. It's our job to decorate the nursery. It's our job to pick out the beautiful clothes. It's our job to think about the brand new baby that we're going to hold and how they're going to get old and we're going to watch them grow up. That's our job. It's not our job to worry about how is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? No. When we start getting caught up into all this little details, that's when we stop. That's when we energetically pause our plans. That's when we terminate what we are actually creating, okay? There is a million reasons why that should not have happened to me. And most of you guys, if you're watching this, you witnessed my journey. You witnessed my family and I traveling overseas and having, a great time. If I would have tried to figure out how I was going to make that happen, it wouldn't have worked. But I didn't focus on the amount of money that would have to appear in my reality. I played in the realm of fun. knowing I was already safe. And the universe responded. I didn't energetically give up on myself. I didn't energetically say, oh, I'm not good enough or it's not going to happen. And then I didn't force myself to make it happen. I wrote out my goals. I closed the book. I laughed and I put it down. And that is the difference, right? That is the difference between the frequency of not enough, of lack, of this is never going to work, and the frequency of love and desire and joy, and it gets to be fun. There's two different frequencies, okay? We have to begin playing in the frequency of more, and the frequency of fun, and the frequency of desire, right? We get to have the life that we desire. Who told you that you were not good enough? If we all came into the world the same way, we all came into the world with, nothing. We all came into the world from our mothers, from a woman. We all were naked. We didn't know how to speak. Like we all came into the world the same way. Why would we believe that anybody is better than us? Why do we believe we're not good enough? Because guess what? A baby does not believe that they're not good enough. The baby knows when they cry, somebody is going to come and feed them. They know that they're going to be taken care of. Okay. And we need to be that same way. We need to retrieve back the innocence of being the baby. Sometimes the only thing preventing us from more is the belief that we can't have it. Sometimes the only thing preventing us from more is the belief that we can't have it. One more time. Sometimes the only thing preventing us from more is the belief that we can't have it. Write a different story, laugh and lean back, play in the frequency of more. I'm so excited to announce that my new one to one coaching, Dreams and Desires, is opening up. If you have been moved by these words, if you desire to have a coach that can, help, I'm not going to say push you, but help you just get in the energy of more and the energy of fun to help you up level your vibe. I'm here for you. Definitely reach out to me for more information about it, and I would love to work with you. So, again, guys, thank you guys for joining me. Please take this to heart and play in the frequency of more. It's free. The only thing that's preventing you from more is the belief that you can have it. You can have it. If you enjoyed this, drop a comment and let me know what your favorite part is. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, peace and love, people. Peace and love.